The feedback you see as you sketch allows you to automatically capture geometric constraints. However, you can also add relations manually. For example, if I want to make this angled line horizontal, all I need to do is select it and press the horizontal constraint tool on the toolbar. I can also do this in the reverse order. I'll press Escape to clear my selections and press Ctrl-Z on my keyboard to undo the constraints. This time, I'll select the horizontal constraint tool first and then select the line. Both methods will give you the same result. It may take some time getting used to the different icons that represent the different constraint types, but you can always hover over them to see what they are. Another way to access them is by right-clicking anywhere on your screen and selecting Create Constraint. This gives you a list of the different constraint types, with its name next to each icon. Between this line and circle, I'll create a tangent constraint by simply selecting the tangent button and clicking both sketch entities. Notice the tool stays active, letting me continue adding tangent constraints, but I can press Escape on the keyboard to turn it off and return to the selection arrow. I mentioned before that constraint flags can be toggled on and off in your display with the F8 and F9 keys. F8 turns them on, and F9 turns them off. When you have a lot of constraints showing on your screen, it can start making things look cluttered. You can always move the constraint flags out of the way by simply clicking and dragging them. Geometric constraints can also be removed entirely. By clicking on the flag representing the relation, the two sketch entities that are constrained will highlight. To remove the constraint, simply hit the Delete key on your keyboard, and the relation is removed. This not only removes the flag, but it actually removes the geometric constraint. So, if I click and drag the sketch at this point, you can see it is no longer constrained. If you want to see the constraints for particular entities, but aren't necessarily worried about all of the constraints for other parts of the sketch, there's a tool for this. I'll press F9 to turn off the constraint flags. And notice this icon on the toolbar called Show Constraints. With this tool active, I can click on the specific entities I'm interested in, and the flags appear. This can be handy in situations where you can't seem to tell why a line won't move. Chances are there's a constraint that you may not have realized was added. To delete the constraint, again, just click on the flag and press Delete. Once you're finished with the tool, you can press Escape on the keyboard to turn it off, but when I do, notice all the constraint flags remain on the screen. To get rid of them, just press the F9 key.